and spending a few minutes with me. So I'm headed to do my workout today so I can be ready for what? Ready to help you tonight in the free live training. Put middleman in the comments. You'll get a free invite to the training if there's room. Seating is limited, and I have my reasons for doing that. So if you do not get there early, you're going to be left out. And if you do not get an invite, we're out of space. And so it's going to be on Zoom. It's going to be about an hour. If you got an hour, I promise I'm going to give you some information that can potentially change your life. And that's all I'm trying to do. So hopefully you guys can be there. What do? I teach you how to build a middleman business from your phone. And so I teach you how to make money using only your smartphone. And so I give you the game, how to do it, how to get customers, how to get ISPs, how to get paid. So again, if you got about 45 minutes, I promise you I'm not going to keep you long, but I'm going to try to give you some information to change your life. So if that's fair, if you guys are like, hey, that's a good trade, you give me some info to change my life, I give you about 45 minutes, I'm down, sounds good. So really quickly, I remember while I'm driving here through rainy day in here in Dallas, I was thinking there were times, because I'm just leaving the DMV getting my driver's license renewed, and I've been there for about 2 hours. I'm talking about, it was nuts. It was packed. It was standing room only. And so I was sitting next to this young lady, and I could tell she was disgruntled. I could tell she was frustrated. So we kind of struck up a conversation. And turns out she's a school teacher, right? And she's like, I'm sitting here, I'm wasting time. I could be at work. I'm not getting paid, blah, blah, blah. And I'm listening to her kind of vent, and I'm sitting there and I was like, man, I bet everyone in here has the same story. I bet most of the people in here, because there were probably 200 people in there. And I was like, I bet most of the people in here, they all have the same story, the same sentiment, right? And that is that, if I wasn't wasting time in here, I'm wasting 2 hours in here on average. That's 2 hours I could be making money or selling. That's 2 hours I could have sold by the hour, $15, $20 an hour and made money, as opposed to here I am sitting in here, I'm not making money, I'm wasting time, and I'm not getting paid. And so people were frustrated. People were, they were kind of voicing their opinion. Me personally, I think that you can automate the DMVs and get rid of all that wait time and wasting time. You can automate the process the same way McDonald's has kiosks. You can automate that process. A lot of it's just signing paperwork and taking pictures. But so many people get paid through that. I don't see them getting rid of that, because even though there's a better way to do it, you're going to get rid of a lot of paychecks. Pension's going to be in trouble. So, and then the funny thing is, a lot of the people, like most of the people that work in there, are not having a good time. And then most of the people that work in DMVs are older, and so they're getting close to retirement. They're frustrated. They're overworked, and there's not a lot of smiling going on in there. And mostly like older people that are close to retirement. So. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about that. Just sharing that experience for this reason. A lot of you are in the same position that the young lady who was sitting next to me is in, and that's the position of trading time for money. Wherever you go, if you're burning through time, that means you're not making money, you're not getting paid, you're not making the money that you should be making, you're not winning on the level that you want to be winning on. And you're not living the life that you want to be living. You're living the life that you have to live. And I always tell you guys that it's so much better, so much better to be able to live the life that you want to live as opposed to living the life you have to live. And so what I'm going to do for you guys tonight, I'm going to teach you what I do, because a lot of you are asking, hey, what do you do? How do you make money from your phone? What are you talking about where you don't have a job? I haven't had a job since 2020. I've been on my own, one-man business plan. Well, now I have help. But at first, for the first 3 years, I didn't. I was learning all this on my own. 2020, started my own middleman business successfully, made 77 grand, and it's been up from there. I'm on pace this year to do $350,000. I don't know about you, but I think that's a win. I'll take it. It's changed my family's financial future. Just put us in a an entirely different realm, right? And so what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to share, again, about 40-45 minutes. I'm going to share with you how you can use your phone to start your own middleman business. And that's all we're going to talk about. So you guys want to get in there, type the word middleman in the comments. You'll get the link. Again, if you don't get a link, we're out of space. If you get there late, you could be left out. So get there early if you're fortunate enough to get a link. So again, I used to be in a position where I was desperate for money. I would almost do anything. I've donated blood, plasma. I've done a lot of things to get cash. Go to the early morning labor halls, hoping that they give you some assignments. Some days you get lucky, some days you don't. And that's not a good way to live. That is straight desperation, right? So if you're desperate for cash, you'll find yourself doing things like that. My advice to you is put yourself in a position where you're not always desperate for money. Put yourself in a position where money is abundant. Put yourself in a position where money is your friend, and you can have conversations about money because it's not scary. You can have conversations about money because money is a good thing. It's a positive thing. And so me and my family, we weren't always this way, but we're blessed today that we don't have bad conversations about money. We're never, my wife can tell you, there's never been a day where we were like, hey, we gotta figure out where we're gonna get this money from. We don't have those conversations. There's never been a day where we're like, hey, I got this bill due. I'm gonna have to call somebody, see if I can get a little extra change. Never, not one time. So we're blessed to be where we are because financially we live in abundance. We have enough money to where we can almost do whatever it is we want to do. Right? And it doesn't take millions of dollars to be able to do that. If you make $5,000 a month from your job and your bills are $4,000 a month, then that's okay. Right? The bad part is you have to sell your time to get the 5,000. You have to use your energy. You have to sell your time. Well, if you run out of energy and run out of time, now what are you going to do? They're not going to pay you if you're not at work. That's why I always tell you, hey, you cannot afford to rely on your job as your only source of income. It's okay to have a job, but it cannot control your entire life financially. So you've got an obligation, a responsibility, a duty to find another way to make money that does not require you to go to work, just in case you lose your job or you're ready to quit your job. So again, if you want to learn what I do so you can change your life, I was homeless a few years ago, and now I'm living my best life. So if you want to learn what I do and you want to change your life, live your best life, be in the training tonight, put middleman in the comments. You type the word middleman, you get the Zoom link if we have one available. And we're going to try to bless you and change your life. So I'll see you guys tonight in the training for everyone who's serious. And we're going to have a good time. We're going to have a blast. Hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed day. See you in the training. Middleman in the comments. Peace.